And here in Ngaruawahia we have a 6 degrees outside with 80% humidity. A fog is brewing, I feel. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers around the world, straight out of Ngaruawahia via Titahi Bay, here's Maurieo. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, 3.5. How's your day been? Mine's been exciting. I got a new item here from Wish, which I'm going to do a little bit of talking about. Interesting day at work. Invigilating an exam and various bits and pieces around that, and a rewarding day. Just had a conversation with one of my students, and I got some very good news, which we'll talk about a little later on. So today, knock on the door, very quiet knock, and went and opened the door. Well, I didn't open the door. Drew opened the door. And, oh, there's a parcel. And it was for me. It was this. My little weather forecasting thingamajig that I thought, well, let's go to the snippets, because I've explained a fair bit of it there, and then we'll come back and discuss it in minute detail. No, we haven't got all night. It's 2 a.m. I got stuck into some my PowerPoint, and I just couldn't give it up. Just keep going at it. I've got it. I'm working on it. It's I don't have to deliver it for another 6 weeks, but I'm looking forward to it already. So I'm going to go off to bed. I realised that I don't need to get into work quite as early as I thought. I'm supposed to invigilate an exam at 9, but I think I swapped that out with another guy. But I just want to get there on time just to make sure that, communication isn't broken down, because I haven't heard anything at this point. So yeah, I'll probably get up and head in, try and get in before 9. And we'll see what happens from there. Hopefully we can get into some marking this week. Very important. Flashback. A few minutes earlier.
Say hello to my little friend. Don't quite know what to do with him. He's not that little. Just came walking across my desk at 1:30 in the morning. What sort of time do you think this is, Mr. Whatever you are?
My new weather forecasting outdoor wireless thingamabob has arrived this morning, so now I won't have to look out the window to see what the weather is. Well, it'll tell me a little bit about the weather. I'll still have to look out the window, I feel. But anyway, something to look forward to when I get home from work today. Alrighty, so it's 8:39. I'm a little bit late, but I'm off to work. The weather's looking a bit dampish, so we'll see what the day brings. Doesn't look like there'll be too much outdoor work today, but anyway, let's get in the RAV and, well, we'll have to head off to work. Oh, it's coming up 3 o'clock. I got in this morning just to check whether I'd got the right message regarding invigilating an exam, as I'd replaced someone else earlier in the week and they said that they would do mine. But as it turned out, the person that was due to replace me called in sick, and so I ended up invigilating the exam, which took 3 hours out of my day that I hadn't really anticipated. And so then I've had a bit of a meeting with a student regarding maths, a tutorial type meeting, and then another student came in to see me regarding some jobs and things like that. So I've been sorting that out, and that's got me through till 3 o'clock. And so far, no marking has been damaged or maimed in the course of this day. So I'm heading home, hoping to get a bit of marking done, knowing in the back of my mind that my little weather station that arrived by courier today is sitting there on the bench waiting to be opened. So we might spend a little bit of time with that and then get some marking done later on tonight, and perhaps tomorrow maybe have a day at home. But I had planned to get a certain amount of marking done today, so we'll see how that target goes maybe a bit later on. So just going to drive home now and take it from there. So here's the new Digoo weather predicting thing all finally set up. I'm just doing this little video pre-blog, immediately pre-blog. So as you can see, there's the time at the top, 9:04 on the 24th of June, and it's a Monday. It's 6.8 degrees Celsius outside with 80% humidity, and 23.5 degrees inside and 40% humidity. That's with my little fan heater on, my little orb here. Fan heater from the warehouse, $20, sitting there under my desk, pumping out the heat and giving us a balmy 23.6 degrees with 40% humidity. The pressure outside is 119 millibars, I think. Millibars. I'll just have to have a millibars, yes, of pressure. And you can see there the orange flickery bar graph thing just indicating what's happening in the last few hours. Now, we were able to set the city to Wellington, was the closest New Zealand city, and so that gives us sunrise at 7:44 a.m. and sunset at 4:59 p.m. That's about 10 minutes out. Our sunset's round about 5:09, I believe. And there's the phase of the moon. So I was a little bit concerned when I first got it that when it's in battery mode, it turns itself off every few seconds. Oh, and up there in the top left is the weather forecast prediction, but I think that's telling us that it's nighttime. So yeah, there it is. And yes, but when it's on the USB, plugged into like a USB permanent thing, so it's bypassing the batteries, it gives this display like this. But if I try and look at it from down below here, as you can see, you do need to be quite directly on it. So I'm planning to have this on the wall behind me. I've sort of didn't have a name for it, so I called it my trophy wall. And that's going to be behind me when I do videos, little snippets and things like that at different parts of the day from my office. So there she is, the little Digoo whatever it is, GH, and a whole lot of numbers. Hang on, let's just reach over here. What do we got? I'm just getting the instructions. All right, well, here we go. Here's the instructions here. The Digu DG TH 8868 colourful display hygrometer thermometer. So I got it on Wish. I thought it was a pretty reasonable price, and well, let's see what happens with that one. It's 2 a.m. I got stuck into some my. All right, as we return to the real time. So yes, I've got it there. It's all set up. It's currently down, 5.9 degrees outside and dropping, trending down, 80% humidity and 24.2 just inside here. So quite a temperature difference, and that's good. I'm feeling, I've felt warmer in here, but I'm not cold. So that's pretty good, and I'm all in all quite happy with that. Hopefully later on tonight I'll get it installed on my, what I'm now calling my trophy wall up behind me. I've got the packet it came out of up there, and the wall's in a, well, my usual state of disarray, but we're working on it, gradual improvements every day. So I may have to get rid of the predecessor one up there at the moment, which I should just have a quick look at here. And never worked that well. It's got a temperature of it looks like 42% humidity. As you can see, it's quite considerably smaller. And it's got a few pixels missing. 42% humidity and 24 degrees. So not too bad on the degree front. But yes, so that's all very good, well and good there. Now, on the Q&A front, I haven't been able to put any time aside to do the Q&A, and in the meantime, Urban Kiwiana came in with a couple more good questions. So I've added those in. So as you can see at the top, I've got, once I have 9 questions, I'll do a Q&A. And I'm now up to 12, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, when I find some time, I've got some marking, and I've still got some. Haven't got much marking done today. I'm probably hoping to get some done after this, but it's now coming up 10 to 11, so I might be better to cut my losses and get up nice and early tomorrow and have a good crack in and get some marking done. I think that might be the way to go. So here we go now to the diary, and I managed to. The weather was quite good, quite clear sky. So I think we might be in for a fog, definitely. And possibly, maybe might be a bit of early yet for a frost. But so I managed to get the street side done, which that means 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only got the 2 side bits in the front to do, which I usually do in one good bit. So we might get that done tomorrow, weather permitting. 4617 steps was pretty good considering my phone went flat just before I went out and mowed the street side, so I reckon there's probably another 1,000 steps in there, possibly, exaggerating a wee bit. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. And yes, the weatherman, a question coming up, a hint 2 at wherewhatwho 346, Moz got it. It was William F. Just forgotten his name, just momentarily there now. William F. Can't remember. And no, that wasn't his name. And yes, he was a pioneer in the development of cochlear implants. And you'll recall that 790, 345 was also about ears, I think. Yes, the earwax sucker. So, yes, you could see a bit of a theme going on there. But nobody perhaps picked up on that. Now, I've had some really good news from one of my students. A job came in for a temporary job, and I recommended her for the job, and she went in and did it, and has been doing it for 3 months. Apparently, it hasn't actually got to do the original job, but now looks like come 1st of July being offered a contract, full-time contract. I knew that would be the case. Such a good student. But anyway, so I had a nice little chat on Facebook tonight, and found out the information that the job, this was happening with the job, which is really good. Student, happy tutor, and happy employer, I would say. So that's pretty good outcome all round. Very pleasing. So that was my most rewarding little bit that I had in my intro there. And I did a bit of invigilation today and checked a few emails here and there, just kept up to date with that, and kept a few things moving forward. So we're all pretty good there. So let's move straight on to today's challenge. And we were dealing with groups of things. And so what do you call a group of peacocks? Jellyfish yesterday, peacocks today. Who knows what it's going to be tomorrow? But it's one of these 4 here. And so if you know the answer, put it in the comments below the video. If you don't know the answer, just put one of those 4 in there. Just select the one that best suits your mood at the time or whatever. It's all about the vibe, as you'll see tonight from yesterday's little episode. So, here we go. The question everybody's been waiting for. Which of these is collection is used for noun? Well, bloody hell, that was a bit confused. Which of these is a collective noun used for a group of jellyfish? And the answer is smack. And Moz came in with a beautifully crafted answer that included both smack, hit, slap and pinch. Wonderful work, that man. It's just creative master. Well done, Moz. So you get the pride of place on the Hall of Fame, but Tartan Snowflake and Urban Kiwiana both came in with answers and talked about them and justification and wonderful comments. I think it was my best outcome that I've had, I think, for one of my challenges. So I wanted to record that there. So Tartan and Urban and Moz, wonderful work. I loved your work. It was great stuff. And, well, see what you can do with the this peacock thing. And, well, while we're at it, thanks everybody for watching, commenting. I loved the comments yesterday. Commenting, liking, and, well, subscribing if you're new to the channel. Click the little notification bell. Apparently now on YouTube there's a new, you can tell how many of your subscribers are clicking the notification. I think they used the word reachable, but have got the notification bell on, and so that's now a metric or a statistic that you can apparently look up. I haven't checked it up just yet, but I watched a little thing on the Creator Studio just yesterday. So I think that's everything covered from this end anyway. As we leave you, it's the temperature's 5.9 outside and still on 80% humidity. So yes, have you got sick of the weatherman yet? Okay, all good. So let's call it a night, and we'll move on to the end.
That's all, folks.
This has been a Maureo presentation recorded live in our studio in Ngaruawahia, capital of the Waikato district, a district towards the top of the North Island of Aotearoa, New Zealand, the land of the long white cloud, a little country right at the bottom of the globe, a place where Kiwis live, in a paradise called God's own country.